it. I'll start Monday. Everything that has disempowered you has to leave. We need.
Alrighty. Let's jump straight into it. Let's see what we had from yesterday. Let's go over the price rise from yesterday. And of course, let's see what the market has to offer for today. Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Normally, everything should be good. Yes, the recording is running. So this time I didn't forget. All right. Let's jump straight into it. Let's see what the news is for today. And if we take a look, like I warned you guys, we had the AUD news at 3:30 a.m. We had the GDP. You have seen some movements on the AUD pairs. So if you were running it, just make sure you were risk-free or your risk was on point, like it has to be always, of course. But I just want to always make sure to show you which news events can have some impact, yes or no. All right. And if we take a look here, we also have the Canadian and USD news around 4 p.m. So around 4:30 p.m. I would be paying attention at the Canadian and USD pairs because we can see some impacts on there. All right. It's also the first week of the month. And like you guys know, on the first week of the month, I will go through Friday, we do have the NFPs, all right? So NFP is kicking in Friday afternoon. Just want to warn you already that this is coming. So yeah, that you guys are aware of that. So Canadian USD 4 p.m. What are we seeing here? Again, some AUD news at 4 a.m. So be aware of that. Make sure your risk is on point and that you're not taking unnecessary risks over there. All right. So good. Let's go over the price charts from yesterday. The very first one I want to go over is euro pound. Like you can see, euro pound didn't do anything. So here with euro pound, we can simply use that for today and make sure, of course, that your alerts are ready. Okay, so here, break support. I personally deleted all my alerts just to have a clean log and that I can work with that. Crossing up once per bar close. There we go. Trading view is a little bit updated. There we go. Break resistance, all good. So that's the first one where we can wait for, okay? Then we had AUD USD. If we take a look at AUD USD, market never really came back for that retest that we were looking for. I really wanted to get that deep retest into these supply levels, filling up some imbalance and that kind of stuff. This didn't happen, okay? So we can simply delete that, move on to the next one. And if you take a look, this is almost exactly the same thing here for Euro AUD. The market broke out, never really came back for that deep retest. So we never really had that opportunity to get a buy order here on Euro AUD, okay? So we can delete that, move on to the next one. And like you can see, the next one is right over here. This is Euro Canadian. For me personally, it's blue flagged because I missed this one. It was a very close call. All right, I was really looking to this level over here. I think it only was like 1 or 2 pips shy of my entry and then took off. So it depends a little bit on how you react on the price traps. If you were able to anticipate on this big move upwards and have some goods or have an amazing trade with this buy over here. There was a beautiful potential of like around 70 pips, 75 pips, something like that. So definitely a 1-on-3 was in there as possibility. Okay, now I'm gonna delete that one. Maybe I'm coming back on this one. This can be interesting for today, but I will do that on the end of the session. Euro pound, we already covered that. Then we had GCAT. GCAT, I was just purely following up on my trade I was running. So I had this first take profit from the run to the downside from the breakout retest of the support zone. So that was a beautiful take profit. Then we had that second retest. Like you guys know, this was also a beautiful zone to react on. My entry was around this point, and we had like a 30 pip drop, and then the market shooted up. Okay, so should be risk free on this idea, or maybe a take profit, depends on the size of your stop loss. For me, it was just a stop profit. And then, of course, the other orders, yeah, I had some small lots still running from this sell here, also hit break even. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one and move on to the next one. And then we can talk about the ones that really gave us some opportunities. First of all, AUD Canadian, I had that breakout retest from the previous days. So yeah, for me, my take profit is smashed right now. I had a take profit of around 100 pips, which was beautiful. Okay, now for the breakout retest from yesterday, this didn't do anything. Okay, so the market broke out, came back for the retest. Right over here, you do have some price action. So if you're really like reacting on candlestick patterns, you see that you had a 50-minute engulfing, 30-minute engulfing, and a 1-hour candle engulfing. So if you react on the candlestick patterns, you had a beautiful, beautiful idea to the downside. But like you guys know, we have different ways of reacting on the price traps. So for my reaction or how I'm looking to react on the market, I didn't have an opportunity to take myself a second entry. But of course, I had this whole down movement here with the first breakout retest of this support zone. Okay. I could say go back in the recordings, you can see the price trap I was looking for, but yeah, I didn't record, so not possible. Good. Let's move on. We have Euro USD. So Euro USD, yesterday we had a beautiful, beautiful idea here. First breakout retest here. During the news, we saw a little spike to the upside. I personally found myself an entry over there and then took the market down for a 1-on-3 risk to reward. But of course, like you guys know, with price trap, when we create some new structure, we can look for another breakout retest, and that's what's happening at this exact moment. So the 1-on-3 risk to reward is in the back right over here, and the second one is working on it. All right, we do have some rejection here, so we gotta pay attention. But like you can see, we are reacting beautifully with this breakout retest right now. Okay, the price action is looking good. On the lower time frames, let's see if we can close off the 1-hour candle in 15 minutes, like a little bit more bearish, because this is not looking too good. But that's what I'm looking for Euro USD at this specific moment, to maybe get this market lower into these, like around this level over here, something like this, getting back into these demand levels to then maybe follow up that uptrending movement we have seen for the last couple of weeks. Okay, but of course we have now that breakout retest to the downside, so let's see if we can really follow up on that and have a beautiful 1-on-3 risk to reward, yes or no. Okay, of course, making sure I have my resistance level ready, so my resistance alert ready. So if the market decides to go higher, we still have the opportunity for the breakout retest to the upside. Okay, so this is a blue, or yeah, let's just keep it on the green flag because the entry is already triggered. Here with GU, almost exactly the same thing. Yesterday we didn't have a breakout here, so we didn't have that breakout retest opportunity. Market still respected this pretty good, same like Euro USD, but now we do have that breakout retest. We are reacting on some good FIP levels. If you would put the FIP on this one, this is a 50-61 zone, and we already had some good price action. So there was an opportunity to find yourself an entry over here. Let's see if we can get lower. Let's see if we can really get that 1-on-3 out of this. Like around a 15 pip stop is beautiful. So another opportunity here for GU. Yesterday we didn't have anything. Today we can maybe respect this breakout and move lower. If not, we still have that opportunity, of course, to take the market higher. So break resistance alert is ready. And then we have USD Canadian. USD Canadian, I gave you two zones, okay? The very first zone was the one that got respected. For me personally, this 15 pip stop was beautiful, reacting here on this small demand level, filling up that imbalance, wick entry, really beautiful, beautiful idea here with price trap strategy. We also had some good price action on the lower time frames. So if you were reacting with candlestick patterns, you did have like that 15-minute opportunity. But I'm personally not reacting that way anymore. Okay, now 1-on-3 risk to reward. Once again, we are really crushing these charts lately. We have some beautiful, beautiful ideas, beautiful trades, and it's really paying off. Okay, so let me check for USD Canadian. I will come back on this one because we can expect the market to give us a deeper retest and follow up that uptrending movement, but we will get back in a moment. Okay, so good. That's all the different price traps. Oh, we also had some CHF. I always forget CHF. We have the breakout retest here on Euro CHF. This could still respect it. It depends a little bit on how you are working with your stop loss, if it got hit, yes or no. but we are reacting here on this demand level. Okay, so let's see if we can really follow up that breakout to the upside, yes or no. I personally didn't react because, yeah, we had USD Canadian, we had Euro USD, we have GU, we have all these different opportunities. And of course, it's not that good to react on all these opportunities at the same time, okay? Because otherwise you're risking way too much. So that's for Euro CHF. Then we have NZD CHF. If we take a look at NZD CHF, there wasn't really an opportunity to react on this, all right? Or there was an opportunity to react on this, but there wasn't really like a risk-free opportunity or a 1-on-3 risk to reward opportunity. No, this is just a straight stop loss. So from all the pairs that we have seen was NZT CHF, yeah, just a straight stop loss. Okay, so that was the only pair that went in the wrong direction. Okay, and these are the different pairs we had from yesterday. If you have any pairs for today, let me know in the chat box. Always fun to see how you guys are trapping the market. What are you looking for and that kind of stuff. I will go through the pairs. I will take a look if I can find myself an opportunity, yes or no, for today. Okay, so these pairs doesn't show a lot of structure here, so we cannot really react on this. Same thing for AD and ZD, Euro AD, same thing. Not really the most, excuse me, not really the most clean charts for today. What we can look for here with Euro Canadian, I was interested in this chart. When you think about Euro NZD, that's the next one I will go over. So just give me a moment. We have Euro Canadian here. We see that we have that breakout and retest. This retest could still go a little lower here. All right. So that's what I would be looking for. First of all, let's make sure we also have our support level ready. I don't want to see this low getting broken again. Otherwise, this is a very high potential that the market will break our retest to the downside. That's why I'm using that low. So that's for Euro Canadian. So what I'm basically looking for is a deeper retest. Of course, it's perfectly possible that the market already gave us the retest and doesn't turn back anymore and just moves higher. So retest. There we go. If the market decides to move higher from that point, we still have that new high. So I'm going to put a zone there. If we take off from this point, we can simply wait for the breakout retest to the upside. Okay. So that's what we would be looking for. There we go. So once again, two opportunities, deeper retest into this level, somewhere around that, or just a breakout retest to the upside. Of course, we also have the breakout retest to the downside, but that makes sense, right? So this is Euro Canadian. Euro Pound is still in between our zones. Euro NZD. I think you're pretty much looking for the breakout retest from this little zone over here, which is perfectly possible, of course. I'm not going to say it's not good, but we do have also a lot of room to the downside, and I wouldn't be using the support over here, okay? Because there is a very high chance, or this is perfectly possible, that the market will get back to this demand level to then move higher. That's why I don't want to use the support over here, because it can give you some mixed signals, all right? So this is basically what I would be looking for. To be honest, I would be just leaving it alone. I don't really like what I'm seeing here, okay? You could look for a breakout retest to the upside, but I'm staying away, okay? So good. Then we have Euro USD. We are running that one. Of course, we have the breakout retest upside opportunity, but we also have the breakout retest downside opportunity. So if the market respects this entry perfectly and we start dropping, so we start hitting the 1-on-3 risk to reward, which is around that low, okay? Then we can look for another breakout retest to the downside, but we shall see, okay? Don't, yeah, not trying to predict the future or that kind of stuff, just following up on the breakouts and the market structure, okay? Same thing for GU. Let's see if we can respect this and go to the downside, hit that 1-on-3 risk to reward. Then we can also look for another breakout retest of this support zone. Okay, just telling you guys this. If you're missing out on entries, don't worry. We can simply wait for the next market structure and the next breakout. Okay, so let's put an alert on this one. Crossing down once per bar close. Break support. There we go. Let's see where we can get. GA. Nope, don't like it. GCAP, same thing. Gonna stay away from that one. GJ also. GN, yeah, same thing with GN from Euro NZD. You could look for that breakout retest from this resistance zone here, but I'm not fully convinced. Okay, perfectly possible we will go lower to these demand levels to then start moving higher again. Nah, I don't like it. It's also going against that long-term trend. Like you can see, we are really moving down on the 4-hour time frame. We are in supply level, so breakout retest to the upside, a little dangerous here. Okay. NZD Canadian, we got a breakout. Created kind of equal low. Nah, I'm staying away. Don't like it. Not really the most beautiful charts today. It's a long time we had this. Okay, we can look at UCAT. I think it's already 3 or 4 weeks ago that I had so bad charts, or that we didn't have a lot of price traps, which is not a problem, of course. We only need 2 or 3 price traps in a week to crush these weekly goals, especially if you're running 1-on-3 risk to reward ideas or more. There we go. That's UCAT. I'm also making sure this resistance level is ready. So when the market decides to run from this point and not give us that retracement here, we can still have the breakout retest to the upside. All right. So that's for UCAT. Break resistance. There we go. Still running in some beautiful profits from this breakout retest over here. Okay. If you want to see other direction, this is not a price drop to the downside, guys. Just know that. I want to see the market maybe coming to this level over here, something like that, and then move higher. Right. So this is not a support level. This is not for the breakout retest to the downside. Important. Very important. If I want to see a breakout retest to the downside, to be honest, in my opinion, this is the point of structure I want to see getting broken. All right. So this is just for the retest to the upside. Very important that you're not looking for a breakout retest to the downside. USD JPY, nope, don't like it. Canadian, nope. Gold did give us that breakout retest. I was doubting about this price trap. Remember, we had the breakout and now we have the retest and the market is moving pretty strong, right? Happens. Don't be too sad, or don't get too angry when these kind of things happen. If you see charts taking off without you, it is what it is, right? I do like this one. Very obvious resistance zone here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Enjoy the profits, bro. Easy breakout retest. This is just, yeah. Market structure. Break of the lows. Wait for the lower high. You gotta love the price of strategy, right? Such an easy way of analyzing the charts. So UCHEF, I do like this one. We have some good structure. Go. Break resistance. Let's see what we will get from this one. G-Shell, I don't like it. Nope, nothing to see here. Yeah. We do have some structure here for CHF JPY. You could say like, all right, I'm using this support zone over here and this resistance zone over here. But just be aware that we have that uptrending movement. You see that break of the highs, retest, break of the highs, retest, break of the highs again. So there is a very high potential that we would follow up that small uptrending move. But of course, for the uptrend, we need higher lows. And I think this is a beautiful zone to look at, right? So if we get that breakout retests, oof, this is like 60 to 70 pips from our zone. So maybe we can get an opportunity out of this for today. We shall see. Crossing down. Supports, there we go. And then of course, we do the same with the resistance. Break resistance. There we go. Then Canadian CHF, no, I'm gonna leave it with this. This will be it for today. So we have 4 price shops where we are waiting for the breakout. So we have Euro Pound, we have USD Canadian. USD Canadian also waiting for the retest. So be aware, I'm looking for this little supply zone over here. If we can get back, yes or no. Alrighty. So then we have USHF where we are waiting for the breakout. We do have some interesting zones to go to the downside, like this demand zone over here, 39 pips, or a little lower, around a 70 pip potential. Okay, CHF JPY exactly the same thing, and then we have Euro Canadian where we are waiting for a potential deeper retest or maybe the breakout retest to the upside. All right, so 2 different opportunities here. Of course, we also have that support zone where we are waiting to get a breakout retest to the downside. Okay, for GU. Pretty simple. We are running this one. Let's see if we can get a breakout retest to the downside. Yes or no. That's something we will have to wait for. And then we have exactly the same thing with Euro USD. We did have a breakout of the support, so we have a lower low. The market is coming back for that retest. The 1 hour time frame isn't looking that good. But the lower time frames are showing some good price actions. So let's see. All right. If you have the correct risk management, this shouldn't matter if the market goes against you. All right. We have some amazing risk to rewards. Even if you're just like having a win rate of 30 or 40%, you can still be profitable if you have the correct risk management. So that's it. We have 7 price drops for today. I'm going to give a quick look at the Bitcoin chart. We are dropping like I expected, like I said. We took out the low right now. We are reacting on demand levels. So this is getting very, very interesting. Also, if we would put some FIP levels on there, you will see that we will get in some interesting FIP zones now. So the very first zone is, of course, the 50-61. And the next zones are around 72, 78, 88 area. But the direction again is on point. All right, I was telling you guys the moment I saw the market giving that drop, breaking that structure over here, I was almost 100% sure we would drop lower. Okay, and that's exactly what we are seeing right now. My vision stays the same. We are respecting the daily downtrend. So I stay bearish. Okay, so if you take a look, this daily time frame, we get the breakout, we got the retest, lower high. Now it's a very important moment. Okay, now when we are getting back into these lows, back into this zone, it's just a break it or respect it. Okay, so if we break this, of course it's pretty obvious we can still go lower, maybe visit these 44 zones or 43 zones, or we will start respecting this. All right, and we start breaking structure. So that's the big question we have right now with Bitcoin. Let's see where we can get. You can simply follow that up on the lower time frames. If we start breaking structure on the lower time frames, like on the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame, you can have your first confirmations of the market going higher. All right, but at this moment, like you can see on that 1 hour time frame, on that 4 hour time frame, we keep respecting the downtrending structure. Okay, so that's my vision for Bitcoin. We have some some good analysis here. I showed you this opportunity to the downside, showed you pretty much every single opportunity to the downside at this moment with this retracement here. Let's see when we can finally start moving higher again, okay? Then we have Ethereum also, yeah, it's doing the same thing. We are at these demand levels now. So let's see if we can respect this or if the market starts to break. Here with Ethereum, the big difference is that we already took out the lowest ones. And yeah, we cannot go a little lower anymore because then we are creating equal lows, and you guys know it. If you have equal lows, this is the beautiful example. Equal lows, market takes out equal lows. All right, the market loves to take out equal lows. Alrighty, so that's it. These are the visions for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We do have some very interesting price traps. Let's see where we can get with these ideas. If we can get a beautiful 103 out of GU, or if we can get a beautiful 103 out of Euro USD, that will be yeah, we will see that on the end of the day. Alrighty, and that's it. Are there any more questions? I don't think so. I don't see anything into the chat box. If not, we see each other back tomorrow morning, of course. I will go over all the price traps. There are not a lot. We have 7 price traps. But I will go over to review like I did today, of course. And of course, we will make some new price traps. Now, I did record today, so you will find the recording also on my YouTube channel. So if you want to just rewatch it and learn from these structure points, learn from these price traps, you can find it in the YouTube channel from me, Mr. Pricetrap. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I wish you the best, and we see each other tomorrow morning again for a brand new price trap session. Ciao, ciao.